I love the students. I love the diversity of the students, from having sometimes an 8th grader in my class to an 80-year-old sitting next to one another.
It's not just the age difference and the diversity, but students come here for different purposes, and that kind of diversity.
I really love the students. I love to be able to help them in life find a path, learn how to think clearly.
But I think it's primarily the students, and the feeling for me that maybe I've played a small role in changing how they think about things or how they see the world.
Small class size. I mean, generally, even though I have some larger classes, but larger these days is 36 students, so that you get a chance to know your students and interact with them directly. I mean, I can tell when somebody's having a hard time. I don't have to, sort of count on them to tell me. You can see it in a classroom that's small enough. You can see the question on their face.
And I love working with people. And I love the fact that a community college is a place that opens its doors to everybody.
Another aspect of it is I'm a kind of aging hippie from the 60s, and I'm very idealistic. I want to change the world. And to me, working with people who've had bad educational experiences, to help them come to maybe not love, but at least see the value in learning and growing themselves. That's a way to change the world.
It's the students. I think the best thing about this job is also sometimes the most difficult thing about this, and that's the diversity of the students. We have a huge age range, class differences, race, ethnicity. So that is fantastic, and that's the thing that I really love, is that you get a different population. Everyone comes here with their own stories and their experiences, and they bring those to the classroom, so that I get to be a part of the variety of stories. Well, that's exciting, and that's invigorating to me.
It's challenging, I mean, it's hard. It's not a cupcake or a softball of a job. We have literally every kind of student, and they are all sitting in the same classroom. And it is not easy to teach to the whole class when there's such diversity in a single class. It is one of the hardest things I have ever tried to do, but it absolutely is one of the things I love, because if I didn't come to work and my job wasn't challenging on a consistent basis, I'm not sure I would be gratified.
So I'm not doing this for the money, because my pay is a whole lot less good than it would have been had I stayed in the business world. But it's just so fulfilling, the students. So I feel like that's why I keep doing it.
I love teaching here. I feel so incredibly fortunate to work with the math colleagues with whom I work. We are truly a math family.
Certainly Piedmont in general, but I have to say that math department colleagues, we're really almost like a family.
I'm in awe of my colleagues. They are not only great teachers, but they're great intellectuals as well. I often caucus with them in the hallways, and I always try to have these highbrow academic intellectual discussions as much as possible. And so I always get nourishment and get to recharge my batteries by running into them.
We have a lot of extra milers, and I like being part of that.
The faculty here are spectacular, and it's collegial, and in the science, especially since we're all isolated over there in that building all by ourselves, I have real colleagues. Example in biochemistry, hard to make that just, but so exciting. But I often bounce ideas off Joanna, who teaches a similar discipline, but from the biology side. And so just having great colleagues is the other piece I love about it.
Colleagues, I work with great people here, amazing people, so that there's a lot of love and support here.
Meeting so many colleagues that do such good work, it encourages me. I learn from them. I see what's happening in their classrooms, and I hear them talk about what they're trying out, and it provides new ideas, and I've really benefited from that. I've really benefited from seeing quality faculty members at work.
It's a great school. The colleagues are the best. I wouldn't trade them for anyone at all. And I think the administration is very good. The teachers, the students are very good. The atmosphere is good. So I have no complaints at all about Piedmont at all. So I would recommend anybody who wants a great teaching gig to come here. It's got everything you want.